Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the SD channel, aka Spiritual Desires, for we are always spiritually led to our utmost desires. Thanks so much for tuning in to today's episode. Here we do collective readings for all signs, so all signs are welcome here in this safe space. Um, Always give a disclaimer, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. So understand that everything will not apply to your situation. So just take what does and leave what doesn't. But know that if you are needing help with a particular situation in your life and you need maybe a personal reading, please look at the information in my description box below. It has all of the information for my mentor, and she can help you with anything that you may need help with. So please reach out to her if you are in need of some of her services, okay? And with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into your reading. All right, collective. So I hope you're having a good day. I hope everything is going well where you are. It is a very hot day here where I am. Way too hot. I don't think I'm really prepared for summer just yet. Um, I'm more of a winter girl. But nevertheless, here we go, right? It's summertime, so let's enjoy the season. All right. So, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. What messages do you have for the collective today? What messages do you have for the collective? Needing to release something, collective? Needing to let something go? Needing to maybe take some time to yourself away from a lot of people. The first card you have here is emotional withdrawal, number 8. Okay. Next card you have out, it says partnerships and alliances, number 3. Okay, so again, maybe you are needing to retract your energy from something collective. I feel as though this may be more mentally than anything, though. So if you're overthinking something, if you're having a lot of anxiety about a particular situation, if you're fearful of an outcome of a particular situation, let it go, release it. Don't overstress yourself about anything. Everything will work itself out in due time. So if you're needing to maybe be patient as something work itself out, just just relax your mind, okay? Uh, Again, do a lot of meditation. I bring that up a lot. I think meditation is very healthy, especially for the mind. So just take some time to let go of your stresses and your worries. I know right now with everything that is going on in the world, I can only imagine the amount of stress that all of us are feeling, especially on a collective level. So if you're having money worries, if you're having like worries about a particular job, if you're having some family issues that need to be sorted out, again, just let it play itself out. Like don't go into overkill trying to figure something out right now, okay? Because if you're too stressed out, you'll never get to a point where you feel as though you can handle that situation because your mind is too cloudy. All right. So just again, just relax. If you need to maybe take a little vacation, if you're able to do so, maybe go for a walk on the beach, or maybe just get away for a weekend. Maybe go spend time at a lodge, or and I know that may be a little bit more extreme, but overall, you get what I'm saying. Just take some time for yourself, or maybe like you and a friend, or you and a mate. You all can like just go on a nice getaway for a weekend, okay? Something like that. All right. Um, but yeah, so you also again you have partnerships and alliances, and so I'm feeling as though maybe you are coming together with someone. Maybe you and someone are starting a business. Maybe you and someone are just going over some contractual agreements. You could also, this is tax season, so you could also be like doing your taxes or something like that is what I'm feeling. Um, but yeah, so you do have someone that is either coming in to assist you, or you two are just forming an alliance, and some type of bond that is going to be beneficial for the both of you. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Mhm. Okay. What else, Spirit? All right. So the last card we have out here is Deception and Envy, number 7. All right. Okay. Now, this is not a card I was expecting, not with the energies that I felt from the first two cards. So, if you are going into business with someone with this Deception and Envy card coming out, be careful, okay? Especially if it's a contractual agreement. Make sure you read it and reread it. If you need to, get a lawyer or an attorney involved, make sure to do so. But just make sure that you are very aware of what is being translated in this particular agreement. Okay, you want to make sure that you are benefiting from this partnership that you are creating with this person. Um, and we'll dig deeper into this message to see what's really going on here. But I'm not saying that this person wouldn't be a good person to go into a partnership with. I'm just saying that just make sure that you are not overlooking or negating from looking at all the details, okay, in this contract. Because if you don't cross your T's and dot your I's, you could later on look back and realize that this just was not a good commitment to make. All right, um, it could set you back later on. All right, so just be careful with that. All right, and then at the bottom of the deck, yeah, be careful. Seriously, be careful. At the bottom of the deck, you have temptation, number 15. As you can see, he pretty much resembles the devil, okay? And in this picture in particular, there's a heart, and it's kind of like locked up in a sense. Um, and so right now, that's telling me don't lead with logic, not with emotions. Okay, so again, if you know that you are going into partnership with someone, don't just feel as though, oh, okay, I know this person, me and this person has been friends for a while, I trust this person only wants the good for me, for this partnership, for what we're building here. No, this person in particular could be more selfish than you think, okay? So take take some time away from take some time away for yourself so that you can really think this through, okay? I think that you need to pray about it. I think that you need to really dig deep to see if this is a person that you can trust for real, especially when it comes to business matters, when it comes to your finances. You don't want to just put those important things in the hands of someone else, okay? You want to make sure uh, that you yourself know what's going on with your business. All right. And so, in order to do that, you have to really do your due diligence and make sure that you are really reading the details of anything that you sign. Okay. Just make sure that you do that. That's the loudest message that I'm feeling right now. It's just to protect yourself and to give yourself time to think this through before moving forward. Okay? Because this person that you could be doing business with, it's possible that they're more of a kind of like a wolf in sheep's clothing. They can present themselves one way, but in reality, they could look like this on the inside. All right? And what they're trying to do here is all about them and none about you. Okay? All right, so let's keep going here. Mm-mm-mm. Spirit, clarify emotional withdrawal. Spirit, clarify emotional withdrawal. Spirit, clarify emotional withdrawal. Okay. Okay, so for the first card you have out is the grind, okay? So yeah, you've been working hard. You truly have been working hard, collective, and it's time for you to take a little break. Next card you have out here is sound, resonance, and frequency. All right, so you're really needing to balance your energies. You're needing to just again take some time away. I feel as though you really have been depleting your energy way more than you should be. Okay, so if you know that you are just kind of in overkill right now, take some time to get your just take some time to get your balance back. Okay, if you know that you're overdoing it and your body is telling you that it really needs the rest, give your body what it needs. Give your body the nourishment that it needs, okay? Because just because you're working hard doesn't mean that you're furthering, your progress more than not working too hard, okay? Because sometimes we make mistakes when we work too hard. We just really we start to lose kind of like that balance that we need within to keep going, okay? And then so we start making mistakes because really we're not even thinking things through properly because we're too tired. We need the rest. You need to rest your body. You need to rest your mind, okay? So please get the rest that you need if you know that you are truly overexerting yourself and your body is just really too tired to keep going, okay? All right, so the next card you have out here is the dandelion. Okay, so okay, again, back to this partnership. If this is a new partnership, if you and this person are trying to start something new, you're trying to get something off the ground, you're trying to plant new seeds. It's not that this business won't be successful, right? It is possible that this person could be a good person to do business with. It's just saying thus far that be mindful, okay? Because even in a good person, right? Like let's just say you're a good-hearted person, but when opportunities present themselves, you start to feel yourself and maybe even become a bit too greedy. I am feeling as though even if you and this person can really again have a successful business, I think that success later on could cause issues and could cause a rift between the two of you. And this person could possibly do some dirty things later on down the road, which could harm you. But if you did do your due diligence and you know the contract you signed and you keep up with your receipts, you make sure that you are keeping an eye out on your business partner in case they do something wrong or deceitful. You have that evidence and you have those facts to back up what this person did. And in return, even if money was taken from you at one point, you could still then either sue this person or seek some type of justice that you know will ultimately be in your favor. Okay? So just again, be careful with all of that. If you're going into business with anybody, and I don't honestly, anytime you sign your name on something, you need to read it and reread it. Okay? I know sometimes we rush through things, but there are some things that are just very important that you don't want to just like, you know, gloss over. Okay. Everything can't just be an easy, quick, and sign. No, you have to really, again, always look at the details. All right. All right. So the next card you have out here, it says, what you seek is seeking you. All right. So what you seek is seeking you. All right. So what you have your eye on, that thing or that person has their eye on you. Okay. So if it's a business that you want to start, again, you and this person want to go into business together. The two of you are probably very much in alignment when it comes to what you want this business to be. Okay. That's why I say it's not necessarily the worst thing to go into business with this person, because you all could be very good at what you do, and something you bring to the table, something this person brings to the table, it just meshes very well when it comes to the overall business sense of what you all are creating. But again, it's just always about being mindful, making sure that you're keeping your eye open. Okay, keep that eye open. But know that this has the potential to really grow and prosper into something very big, very broad, right? Like you all could really start a business that goes public and it really brings in a lot of revenue and that really kind of creates a legacy. All right. You all are creating something that's going to be left behind for years and years and years and years to come. All right. So it really does have the ability to be a very, again, prosperous business. And I feel like whatever business this is that you all are opening, it actually is going to be of help to a lot of people. Okay, I don't know if you all are opening up something that has to do with medicine. I don't know if you all are like selling homes. Maybe you're in the real estate, so you're like building and reselling homes. I don't know what it is. Of course, to each his own. Everyone has a different story, but whatever this business is, like a lot of people are going to want to, like your business is going to be attractive to a lot of people. Okay, so if it's a clothing store, you'll have a lot of customers. You get what I mean? um Anything, so just know that you are attracting in success. All right, you truly are. You're attracting in a very victorious outcome for whatever it is that you're investing your efforts into. All right, let's keep going. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Mm-hmm. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Okay. This card really flipped out in reverse, but I don't read these cards in reversal. But I may just pick up more energies from the way it flipped out than what I normally would. So let's see. So this card you have out is 1111. Okay. So divine alignment. All right. Divine guidance. Okay, could also, especially when it comes to the hearts in the middle, it could also be speaking of a soulmate or a very twin flame connection here. Okay, I am paying attention to the travel cards, so, and also the timing here, which also says 1111. So you are it- at the end of the day, you are coming into alignment with your purpose. Okay. So if it's a love situation, you and your person could be either meeting soon or reconciling soon. Um, if it's maybe like a job, or even a move, because again, I'm still like very drawn to the Metro card. So maybe you're moving, maybe you're traveling, but during this travel or during this move, you are going to meet someone, or find you're either just going to find your purpose in life, or you're going to meet someone, probably this partner, that you really do feel as though like you've known this person before, even though y'all just met. Okay, it's like the attraction to each other, whether it be platonic, whether it be a co-worker situation or a business partnership, or of course, if it is something romantic, it's like you are just going to feel as though when you meet this person, that you all knew each other from like a past life. That's how I feel like this connection is going to feel. Okay. Or at the end of the day, you are just going to see like you and this person have the ability to create magic here on earth. Okay. So if it is a business partnership, it's like again, you're automatically gonna know like you and this person, y'all have what it takes. Okay. You all know it's like you all know each other without knowing each other, if you get what I mean. All right. And so whatever it is that y'all are building together, it's like you know that it was God, heaven sent. Okay. You know you didn't meet this person by coincidence. All right. Like this was a purposeful meeting between the two of you. And it's going to be the type of attraction that you cannot deny. All right. You're not going to be able to deny this attraction with this person. Okay. Let's keep going here. One more here. What messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, one more card, please. What messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages do you have? All right, for the collective. Okay. Last card you have out here in this deck is the altar. All right, so maybe this is love. Okay. Especially with it coming out with the 1111 card. Yeah, I think for a lot of you, you could be going into business with your lover, with your mate, okay, with your husband, with your wife, with your boyfriend, with your girlfriend. All right. But again, this connection is serious. This connection it's like this was written in the stars before you two were born. All right. Like God already knew that you and this person were going to meet and be together. Okay. Now, it did, of course, fall under the deception and envy card. So, two things here. You could be dealing with a person, right, that just gets easily jealous. Okay. So, anything you wear, anytime a person looks at you, anytime like you are kind of in the vicinity of someone that you're just maybe having like a like okay, hold on, scratch that last part. Let's just say you are just out and you see a stranger and y'all just have a random conversation. Like if your person were to walk up on you, they would be so jealous. Okay, they would be kind of fuming on the inside that somebody else even gets your time. Okay? Even if you don't know the person, even if you'll never see this person another day in your life, your person would not feel comfortable with you having just normal conversations with strangers, honestly. So, this may really be something that your person needs to work on. All right, because if they have those type of jealousy issues, that may be one downfall to this connection. Okay, so just know if you have a jealous person, uh, y'all may have to work through those types of issues. All right, but for others of you, another message that I'm getting is sometimes your person is unsure if you are being truthful to them. Okay, whether it be how you feel about them, whether it be what you want from them. They may at times feel as though you have ulterior motives when it comes to uh, what you want out of this relationship. And so they at times question if this connection will end up being toxic or if they will end up getting their heart broken. Okay. Now, another message that I'm getting is this person keeps a heavy eye out on you. Okay. Um, I know in my last reading, the card spoke about like someone putting like spy devices, whether it be like GPS trackers or those little things that like you can put in somebody's jacket or in somebody's purse, and you're able to track them. So if again, especially if you know that your person has kind of like a jealousy streak, I would kind of be careful with that, because now if you're okay with having a GPS tracker on you, like if your man wants to know where you are at all times and you're okay with that, if your woman wants to know where you are at all times and you're okay with that, then this may not really bother you. Okay, but if you still want like a sense of personal space, um, then this person may not give you as much personal space as you think that they will. Okay, they're either like trying to go everywhere with you. If you're going shopping, they're like, okay, I'll take you. You get what I mean? If you're going to the nail shop, all right, I'll come with you. I'll go, I'll sit up in there with you. Like, that's kind of how this person is. They always want to be around you, and they just hate when other people get your attention, and or they're always assuming that there's the potential either of you cheating on them or someone else kind of coming in and charming you. And that does not sit well with them at all. Okay. Now at the bottom of the deck here, you have anything is possible. So now anything is possible. I'm also getting, okay. And then after that, you have eyes on your own paper. Oh, goodness. Okay. And then after that, you have protection. All right. Listen. Okay. This person is jealous. If this is a love situation, I'm not even getting as many messages now about the whole business sense. We're going to talk about love now specifically. This person is crazy. All right. Now, you may really have to protect yourself from this person. Now, collective, if you know that you are dealing with somebody um, that has been um, abusive to you at any time in this connection, whether it be verbally, whether it be physically, um, report it. Okay, report it to the cops. Please do. You know, if you know or if you found out that this person was tracking you and this is not what you are comfortable with, okay, that's illegal. So take your car to the shop, get your car checked, let a mechanic look all underneath the hood, all underneath the vehicle, and just make sure that there's no tracking device on you that you are not aware of. Okay. Um, And if you know that you are eventually, because again, we're only on love now. If you know that you have been with this person and you are eventually trying to leave this person, make sure that you are like gathering all your information and make sure that you are um, taking the initiative to like get your money together. Make sure that you always have like an exit bag, have all of your essentials stored away somewhere where you can like quickly grab and go. Because I'm just honestly starting to feel, and this could just be for somebody specific. This is not, it really does not feel like um, a mass message for everyone. I feel like there are only a few of you that are possibly dealing with some type of domestic issue. Okay, I'm not gonna say what comes after domestic, but you get what I mean. You're dealing with an issue with somebody that has a bad temper, with somebody that they become irate easily, and they could possibly become physical. Okay, so again, make sure that you are and get yourself some protection. Okay, Second Amendment, baby. Okay, Second Amendment. Get yourself some protection. Um, but yeah, so just be careful. Um, Because I'm starting to feel like maybe I'm starting to sense another storyline here, okay? And I'm starting to feel as though when you and it, like you've known this person for a little while now, okay? And you had to leave this person. You had to retract your energy and your presence out of this person's life. So let's just say you and this person, there hasn't been any physical situation happening yet, right? But you maybe saw a side of this person, like you started to see red flags in this person that you knew they had ways about them that you just would not accept. So you moved on. You left this person, okay? You walked away from this dynamic. All right. Well, I feel as though this person may try to come back around and they may try to present themselves as something different than who they really are. And you may either say, okay, I'm going to give this person another chance, or I'm going to give this person the opportunity to show me that they've changed. And then you start to then rebuild something with this person, right? Well, you are going to quickly see that just as easy as this person can love on you, this person can also be of harm to you. All right. And so and I think that you're going to notice that. You're going to notice it very quickly. It's not going to take you a lot of time to see the red flags repeat itself again in this person. Okay. And I think that if that were to happen, uh, this time around, you definitely won't be coming back. But also, this time around, you may have to take more steps and more initiatives towards protecting yourself. Okay. Unfortunately, we don't always know people's demons when we first meet them. Um, but we all have some type of toxicity about us, but you do have some that are just unhinged, okay, and that just do not even understand the ability to heal. So if you know that you have met someone like that, uh, please be careful. Please take the necessary steps to do what you need to do to protect yourself and your family if necessary. And just make sure that you are not staying in anything that's toxic. Okay? All right. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this message. And but before we do, we're gonna pull some advice cards from spirit, and we are going to see what um, advice does God and the universe have for you in this situation? All right, collective. Um, I pray for the world, so I'm always praying for you and everyone out there that we are at peace, that we are in safe environments, and that we're just protecting ourselves at all costs. Okay, so you have to protect yourself. I mean, unfortunately, the world we live in, it's just not of the highest love that it should be. All right, and so you may really want to see the good in people, but unfortunately, they just either are not good or they don't see the good in themselves. All right, and so you can't. Sometimes you just have to love people from afar, especially if you know that they just don't have the type of soul that is of a humane that is humane. Okay, they just don't have the humane type of soul. All right, and they need to go through an extreme healing um, process and cleanse in order for them to be able to live in their highest good. All right, so the first card we have out here, it says, hold on, let me show it to you. All right, and it says, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. John 10:11. Okay. So I'm not going to give what I think the advice says when it comes to biblical messages, but you just read it, and I would say write down all of these Bible verses and do your research on them, and you connect with the words here. on these cards, okay? All right, so the next card we have out here, it says, take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. All right, and that is in Matthew 6:34. Okay, I'm not going to give my advice because this is God's advice, of course. But if I were to say what that felt for me, what this message means, it's just saying don't worry about tomorrow. Stay focused in the now and worry about today. For today is all that we have, and tomorrow will take care of itself. Okay. All right. Next card you have, it says, seek you first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Matthew 6:33. All right. Beautiful. What you put out, what you get back, what you seek will ultimately will find you. Again, that is what the card made me feel that it was saying. But always, especially when it comes to the Bible, you should read the Bible for yourself to gain your own understanding and opinion of it. Okay, because we all, if we, for everyone that has read the Bible or just maybe certain scriptures out the Bible, you always gain your own opinion of it. You can always look, I mean, the words are the words and that is the truth, but how you see it and how you connect with it could be a lot different than the person next to you. So I always, especially when it comes to religious matters, feel as though we each should do our own personal research on it, and we should connect with our higher power the way we feel as though our higher power connects with us, and that is how we gain understanding of who we are spiritually. All right, so here's the next card, and it says, ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. John 16:24. Okay, so again, for me, that's just all about talking to God, letting God know what it is that you seek. Okay, and he's just saying, if you need help with something, if you're needing guidance on something, ask me. I'm always here to listen, and I'm always here to grant you understanding. But you have to seek me. All right, and when you seek me, just know that that is the catalyst on finding the joy that it is that you want. All right. And then the last card we have out here. All right, beautiful. Of the babies. And it says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Matthew 5:9. All right. All right. So again, I'll just let you read the message, write them down, take it and do your own research and see how do these words connect with you. All right. How do this truth of God resonate in your heart? All right. But yes, God wants you to seek peace. He wants you to offer peace. Okay. He doesn't want you to um, look to retaliate against anyone. He doesn't want you to respond to situations in a sense of frustration or anger. He just wants you to be at peace, find tranquil within yourself, because he knows that if you are going to be his child, there is a way that you have to present yourself when it comes to being God's children. Well, there is a way that we have to present ourselves when it comes to being God's children. Yes, we all sin, we all do things wrong, and none of us are perfect, okay? But as you evolve in life, if you are dedicated to seeking your relationship with God, then He will always instill in you the beauty of His Spirit. All right. And then the way you move in return shows Him that you're listening and you are taking His guidance and applying it to your life. All right. All right. Well, those are the messages I have for you. Hold on. Let me do the bottom of the deck. It says, blessed are they that hear the word of God and keep it. Blessed are they that hear the word of God and keep it. Luke 11:28. All right. Keep God's word, and you will be blessed. All right. Well, that's what I have for y'all today. I hope you enjoyed today's reading. I hope it did resonate with you. And then, of course, I hope you come back for the next one. All right. But until then, be safe, be blessed, be good to yourself, and be good to others. All right, y'all. See you in the next one.